Let's take a few moments to address some of the more common misconceptions about Georgia's gun laws and how they apply to you. Misconception number one, I must have a license to possess a handgun. Not true in Georgia. If you are above the age of 18, meaning you are not a juvenile, you've never been convicted of a misdemeanor crime of domestic violence or of a felony, and you're not a first offender probationer, you're okay to possess that firearm without a license. And you can do so in your home, in your car, or in your place of business. You can actually carry in another person's car so long as they give you consent and you are above the age of 21, meaning you are eligible for a license. Number two, I have to tell a police officer if I'm carrying a weapon. Not true. In Georgia, there is no requirement that you inform a police officer that you have a firearm. So if you are stopped at a traffic stop and that firearm is not going to insert itself naturally in the conversation, meaning it's not on your waistband, maybe it's in your glove box, maybe it's in the center console where he's not going to see it or she's not going to see it, you don't have to automatically tell a police officer that you have a handgun. My advice to you would be, don't let them know about that unless it's going to come up in the conversation. Always remain respectful and polite, but you don't have to tell them everything. Number three, I can't have a gun in my car when I'm picking up my kids at school. Not true. Now for this one, you do need a weapons carry license, and you must have that weapons carry license with you. If you don't have it with you, you don't get its protections. If you have a weapons carry license, you can have a firearm in the car when you're picking up or dropping off your student. Picking up and dropping off, it's okay to have the firearm in the car, and you can leave it in the car when you go into the school. Just make sure it's in a locked compartment. Without a weapons carry license, you cannot carry onto school property. A warning shot is the best way to scare off a trespasser. Absolutely not. You're responsible for everything that happens with that firearm. And what that means is if that round goes astray and strikes somebody or causes property damage, that's your responsibility. You don't have to fire a warning shot to scare off a trespasser. As a matter of fact, there's some cases in Georgia that say shooting a trespasser is a crime. Don't fire off warning shots. Some would say that's a waste of ammunition. What I say is it places you in a position where you're using deadly force, perhaps without justification. Depends on the facts, but be very careful about warning shots. And finally, if I shoot someone on my porch, I should drag the body inside. Please don't do that. You have a right to protect your family and your home if someone's attempting to violently enter your home. And you don't have to wait for them to get in, which means if they're coming through the front door and you believe that they're coming in to do violence to you or to someone else, then you have a right to protect yourself in your home. But if you've done that, follow the rules, protect yourself, call 911. Return the firearm to a place of safekeeping and wait for police. When police arrive, tell them who you are, tell them that you have an attorney on the way, and speak to your attorney and only to your attorney before speaking to law enforcement about the facts of the case. Some prosecutors will say, well, that's your attempt to hide what you've done. You had a guilty conscience. Don't touch the body. Call 911.